Today's video, we've got some tough news coming out of Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, the centerpiece of the 76ers, is officially done for the season. After a season plagued by injuries, Embiid's left knee has forced the team to shut him down for good. The question now, what's next for the Sixers? And could Embiid's career and the team's future be in jeopardy? Let's dive into it. So here's what we know. On Friday, the Philadelphia 76ers announced that Joel Embiid is medically unable to play for the remainder of the season. This is after ongoing issues with his knee, following surgery for a meniscus injury back in February. Embiid was hurt during a game against the Golden State Warriors when Jonathan Kuminga fell on his leg. Embiid tried to push through, but it just never fully healed. If you've been following Embiid's career, you know this isn't the first time the big man has battled injuries. In fact, injuries have been a constant theme throughout his career since he was drafted as the third overall pick in the 2014. From missing his first 2 seasons due to foot injuries, to multiple knee issues, a torn meniscus, a shoulder sprain, and even Bell's palsy, Embiid has had it all. And now, after surgery in February and months of rehab, Embiid just couldn't get back to his MVP form. He played only 19 games this season, and his knee just never felt right. It was a constant cycle of feeling good, then swelling up again. But let's talk about the big picture. With Embiid done for the season, the 76ers have fallen to a disappointing 21-38 record. Now, there are a few teams worse than them, but the Sixers are still at risk of falling into that dreaded top 6 protected pick territory. If they don't keep that pick, it goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's a huge concern because it could set the team back even further in their rebuilding efforts. But it's not just the draft pick that has the Sixers worried right now. It's the financial future of the team. The Sixers are locked into some huge contracts. Embiid just signed a $248 million extension, and the team also gave out massive deals to Paul George and Tyrese Maxey this offseason. Together, those 3 contracts add up to a staggering $400 million. That's a huge payroll, and with Embiid's injury concerns, there's very little room for flexibility moving forward. So what does this mean for Embiid? There's still a chance he could opt for another surgery to fix his knee once and for all. But if that happens, it could keep him sidelined for a significant portion of next season. And considering his injury history, the big question is whether Embiid can still be a productive all-star for the 76ers moving forward. For Sixers president Daryl Morey, the offseason is looking more complicated than ever. The team is stuck with massive contracts for aging players, and with Embiid's future uncertain, it's hard to see a clear path forward for sustained success. The 76ers have a lot of big decisions to make this offseason. Do they try to rebuild around Embiid, or is it time to consider moving on and starting fresh? The injury struggles have been too much to ignore, and with the financial burdens tied to players like Paul George, the future of this team looks murkier by the day. But what do you think? Is it time for the Sixers to move on from Embiid? Can they still compete for a championship with him, or should they start planning for the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel,